Hi, my name is Eric and I represent Watchmen ID. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, by the way. It's such an honor to talk to you today. I've seen the first four episodes and I think it was a thrilling experience. I very love it. Congratulations, by the way, and I hope everybody will enjoy and love this season. I would like to ask you some questions, especially about episode 2 that you directed. First of all, I believe there is some challenge when directing an episode for a whole series, especially one like this, where each episode had a different director. How did you manage to make it work?
Well, we had a great team, and it was the team, you know, the person who set the tone was actually Tom Hiddleston. He's an executive producer on this season, and everyone was invited to contribute. And what we would do is we would, when the script got to a point where it was ready to, share with the cast, we would bring the cast in, we would bring the writers in, the executive producer, and there were four directors on this season, and we all came in. And so, whether or not it was our episode or not, we were all in the room. So when we talked about episodes 1 through 6, we were able to, contribute, make everything better, but we also were able to see what everyone else was doing and know where the story was going. So we didn't really have a problem on set when an actor would ask, well, what's happening or what's going to happen next. We all already knew because we were all part of the process.
I see. That must be challenging and interesting. I believe most people will agree is that Loki is one of the best series in the MCU so far. I would like to know what's the highlight of episode 2? Is there something important or kind of Easter egg in this episode that fans should know about that?
Well, what I love about episode 2 is we were able to bring back Dark Loki in an interesting way in terms of how his character has developed. In season 1, he definitely started off as the Loki from the Avengers. He was able to sit in the time theater and see the path of his life, and then he started asking questions. The interesting part about Loki is he's not like Thanos is a true believer. Loki can question. Loki understands why he's, in quotes, acting out, in terms of looking for something from his father and his brother and his family. So getting into this season, you're seeing, I think you're going to see much more of an introspective Loki that understands that he can't exclude all of who he is, and then that dark side is actually a part of him. And that's what we saw in season 2 is that, or sorry, episode 2, is that he could, go to that place with the support of Mobius, but with the trust that he wasn't going to go too far into the evil deep end.
I see. That's very exciting and bring back memories to another movie. As far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong, is this your first time directing an MCU project?
Yes, so I started out with the visual effects on Iron Man 3 and worked with the
I see.
Russos on Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame. And then they gave me the opportunity to start to direct additional footage on Endgame. And from there, I was hooked and then did second unit directing on Eternals and Ant-Man. And I was invited to direct episode 2 on Loki season 2.
You did great, by the way. And if given in the chance, which Marvel movie or series would you like to direct in the future?
There's a lot. I think there's a lot of great things to do with Nova. I think, that's kind of been what I've been kind of ruminating about and wondering, what the best way would be to bring him to the screen.
Okay, thank you. Then I think that's a last question. Thank you for having me and thank you for this opportunity. Congratulations on the series. Good luck on your project. Maybe see you next time.
Great. Thank you very much.